Hey, what's up? New collection update. Shorter one this time because I'm leaving on holiday tomorrow and I just wanted to wrap up everything that came in before the holidays. We are listening to the Celestial Bloodshed, Cursed, Scarred, and Forever Possessed, like I said in the last update. Crack this one. Let's dive into it together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 records. So yeah, not as long as the last one. There is no special stuff in here, so it's all special stuff, but I mean no zines and stuff like that. So yeah, here we go. The first thing, I had this for a while, but I kind of forgot to show it since it's a 7-inch, and this is the Druin and Enguliant 7-inch split out on the coat of arms Tour de Garde. This is a limited edition, limited to 300, and this is 159, as you can see there. Split by a entity out of the Skigerreich, or Shadow Kingdom, if you will. Orodrun has been around for some time. Necro Middle Earth Metal. There we go. The Enguliant is a new black metal solo project by the Spectre. I love the picture by him. I think he takes the best pictures, hands down, or one of the best pictures. Towards Kutot Vadok, I think, and under her dark eyes embrace. So yeah, heavy rooted in Tolkien mythology. This came on black, I think. I'm not sure what the limitation, how it breaks down, but this is the red-orange, I would say, split or swirl. This is the Enguliant sign. Yeah, black metal, 2 black metal tracks. I think it's 1 track each. There is not much. There's a lot of info on here, but yeah, 2 tracks each, or 1 track each. I'm sorry. Big thank you list and lyrics from one and the other. So yeah, cool little 7-inch to add to the Skigerreich pile. They launched a new website, or a new portal as they call it, so worth checking out. I hope they keep this one for now, so I don't have to always be on the lookout for some new stuff. Okay, this should have been in a Unearthing Darkness because I should have warned you about this for the it's the Entroned promo 94. For the US people, it just landed on Nuclear War Now, it seems, so pick it up. For European people, I think New Era still has a few copies. I know the label is sold out, so if you want this, hurry up, and you are going to want it because this is quite the labor of love. It's done by the guy from Medieval Prophecy himself. He conducted all the research, all the interviews, he collected all the pictures, and in conversation with him, it seemed that there's a zine in here, which is basically as thick as a booklet. He said it could have been easily a book, but yeah, he kept some images back to preserve the aura that is around the early days of the band. Trio, Belgian black metal, like I said, promo 94. Ser Nunos, Sabatan, and Tsebaut. Percussion, electric bass and darkest voices, and electric guitars. Yeah, quite the storied band. They did a promo together, and then they did another full length, and then it's the unfortunately the drummer, this one, committed suicide. Then the band went on for a while towards the Skull Throne. They recorded then, and then it kind of went downhill member wise because there were a lot of member influx from other members and stuff like that. It's all described in here, which is a nice picture booklet with a rad interview. There's an introduction. Lord Sabatan is actually the main bulk of the interview. There's of course old pictures, old flyers, and like I said, this is very worth picking up, especially since if you see the price. If you see the price point, it has old flyers in there. So yeah, it's definitely worth it if you're into black metal, and especially if you're into Belgian black metal or the history of black metal. A few logos. So yeah, like I said, dig in. It seems Back on Black has their 2 first records out now, or on pre-order in a lot of distros. So I'm glad I picked those up too, because they officially, or in the beginning, they came out on CD and not on vinyl. I think Painkiller did them in middle 2000s or something like that. Yeah, this is what's coming up on Medieval Prophecy Records. I'll read it for you. There's a Selenite Scrolls, the second demo, Cryptophalacia, the second demo, and then the Orc Blood, the first 7-inch. They had a split with Moonen, I think, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, that's what's coming up on Medieval Prophecy. Then this, I picked this up from, not Tour de Garde, but not at Adolescents. They had this one from Tour de Garde in stock all of a sudden. This is the 2017 demo from Ayer Kayette. I think that's how we pronounce it. Tour de Garde heavy edition of this one. Always have been in love with the covers, especially the the incredible painting. I love that. I love how everything works on that cover. So yeah. Sound-wise, it is, you should call it Dungeon Synth, but it's much more. It has a very familiar sound, especially the first track. I never could pinpoint it. Also on the other demo or the EP they did, never could pinpoint what exactly I was hearing, but it has a distorted medieval sound, and it's almost like they play riff on keyboards, and it's hard to distinguish if they are playing keys or guitar at some point. There's after a while, drums kick in. They have blasting drums on there, so it doubles up the song, which makes it something completely different all in a while. So yeah, there's a lot going on here. It is catchy, but it is rough in some places. Yeah, there's even a track that leans into synthwave territory, like a bit of Miami Vice, but they always keep it with that, that medieval, or that, it's not glitchy, that's what I'm trying to say. Number 6 is the most, it's all Roman numerals. Number 6 is the most classic Dungeon Synth song, if you will, on here. And then number 9 is my favorite track on here, which is the last one on the B side. And what have I written down? They try like hell to just play Dungeon Synth, but they fail in the end because it's a mixture of a lot of styles, which makes for a very intriguing record. If you can get your hands on here, it's Corrupsant again, but yeah. I keep bigging them up, but hey, I dare them to drop a shitty record. The Brother is also coming in, the new one, the yellow one. Again, a beast of a record. So yeah, finally able to drop this in the collection. And if you have the other one on vinyl, please, please. I have this one on tape, so I can trade, if you will. They also had this one still in stock, which kind of surprised me because last time I ordered from them, I had to let this one skip due to financial reasons. This is Bloodfest with Ikongskjoldsdalen, Nodden, something like that. It is Danish. And this is basically, it's not a Tale band per se, it's not a Corrupsant band, but it's an, I'm not sure if it's an older band. They have a lot of releases, but it could be that they just do a lot of releases in a short time. It is a Tale fold-over printed cover. Nothing in there. But it comes with this lyric sheet. Really creepy photo. There you go. And this is like the best kept secrets of the Danish scene, and for me at least, because I have not heard of these guys. Yeah, it's kind of like a sleeper cell within the Danish scene, but holy shit, this is a very good record. It has tons of low end. It's like the bassist is taking revenge for Injustice for All on this one, because it's drowning in low end in some points. You can hear the guitar, you know, beep its head out when they play the high notes, but it just drowns in the bass, which is not bad. It has a bit of a Teratur-esque sound, but less polished than the stuff we are used from them. So it's more of a fuller sound, I would say, not the punk sound that we are used to by Corrupsant. Yeah, low furious guitar. It is a bit sad that you don't hear the guitar more on this one, because I actually really like the sound I'm hearing. But yeah, a choice I think they made, or production-wise, it's just, you know, there you go. We're almost true, I'll keep this for last. This is Nocturnity, and I have been into them since the Amor Fati drop. I keep saying it, but it is true. Greek band that has been around for some time, and this is the record they dropped after, I think, a bunch of years. I'm not sure when this came out, maybe 2015 or something. I forgot to look it up again, but it is a latecomer in their in their discography, and it kind of has the same cover as another EP, so that's why I was always confused with them with the screen printed. I'll show later. It kind of clicked that there was another one to dive into. Really nicely released by Iron Bonehead Productions, not by Amor Fati. A bit different than the earlier work, the splits and the EPs. This is more of a crawling, dreamlike trance sound that they bring here. It's got a lot of torment and woe in here. It is it has that old feeling of just mid-tempo. It goes up in tempo, but yeah, mostly mid-tempo. The faster they go, the cleaner it becomes for some reason, and it has a lot of clean stuff on here. My favorite track was the Blood Right Tree from this one, which is a really good one. It comes with a ton of stuff. It comes with a printed inner sleeve with some lyrics, yes, and some dedications. Yeah, a lot of stuff from Greece. It is a double. Oh Jesus, there's a lot here. There's another printed, let's do it like that, with lyrics. And then there is a poster that is just the cover again. Well, it's a very sick cover, so. And then it has two records, A, B, CD. This one is black, but then the CD is the screen printed one, which is actually a very sick screen print. There you go, by the man himself. Blanking on his name, but it seems it's a one-man project, but he has help here and there. So yeah, another Nocturnity to crawl into. That's always good. Then these two, Maestro Croque-Mort. One is called La Mort avant la honte, I think, and Je tuerai votre monde, something like that. So yeah, two releases on Asgard. It took me a while to grab them because the Power Ranger logo kind of threw me off. The yellow one and the green one. It seems the blue one and the red one are just around the corner. But these are two full lengths of a total of 3 full lengths he dropped this year, and we're only halfway. Canadian one-man project. Thematically, let's just say the Black Power Ranger won't show up, and let's keep it at that. It's very hateful, but it's not just, you know, NS or hateful. It's just hateful, but you know, there's a lot more going on, I should say. But yeah, really good records. They blew me away. They kind of sound more like this than like this. It's weird as logos, but it's whatever. What I wrote down, it has some. I'm listening to a lot of Saarland stuff, so forgive me if I'm wrong, but it has a lot of Saarland sounding synth work on here. The vocals are very commanding presence, more talked than sang or screamed, but in a very raspy, screamy voice. But yeah, I kind of dig the sound. It's a raw sound, but you can hear everything, and it's like there is this urge or urgency after or behind what he is doing, like he's supposed to be doing this. He couldn't. There's no other way. So I like that about this. It has urgency in the records. Yeah, a sort of desperation and dark seriousness behind. You should see his promo picture. That explains a lot. The production is a bit all over the place. It's sang in German and French at the same time. So yeah, it's clean, sober. It's still raw, so it's very weird in that sense, but very recommended if you're into, you know, that kind of black metal. But yeah, did I show the green one? It's basically just the same. There you go. The inserts are, you know, soldier, so that's to do with war and stuff like that. You know what's up. on Azrar. So yeah, very good records in my opinion, and like I said, very prolific. 3 full lengths within a span of half a year. That's amazing. I think a demo, no splits, but demo and 2 EPs or maybe so. Definitely something to get into and to look up. Last thing, and I think I showed the tape before, but this is Hertogenwald with Esprit Primitive. We started with Enthroned. Hertogenwald is a track from To the Throne of Satan, I think, called Hertogenwald. It's also a region in Belgium on the east cantons, of the Oost cantons, the German, French, German-speaking side of the country. Picked this up because I loved the tape. Duo vocalists, like I said, French, Belgian, mixed band. Duo vocalists on here. One is a very, standard black metal voice. The other one is like the more maybe, but a bit hush and whispery more, but also very commanding. And they switch places. Guitar, all great. It begins very nice with this intro. It's violins or maybe weird played guitar. But yeah, I love this record. The only thing I can think of as criticism is that the drums are very minimal, straightforward. It took me a while why it came to the forefront because it's just a black metal beat, but there are 0 fills in this thing, so it's just straightforward. So yeah, this is a demo recorded between 2015 and 2000. I'm not sure. Should look up my Roman numerals. It's on Satanic Requiem, which is a still unknown label for me, but yeah. Guido Saint-Roch, S. Nihil, and Al Rinak. The S. Nihil is a guy that we know from F.R.A. and I'm blanking on the other bands, but or as good as all the Medieval Prophecy bands. It's weird that this is not on Medieval Prophecy Records, but there we go. Lyric sheet in here. I have no idea what they're singing about. It's in French, but I don't know. Did I wrote anything down here towards the Skull Throne of Satan? Yeah. Very minimal synth work, and like I said, the drums are a bit weird in the sense that it's just so minimal, but it leaves a lot of room for the vocals that are, switching up between 2 or 3 styles within this record. So I kind of like it a lot. If you want my opinion, I think the CD has a different kind of production. It just sounds just a bit more cleaner. I don't know if it needs it, but there you go. I think if this is a demo and they play to their strengths, maybe switch the drum up a bit, I think the full length could be very, very interesting. There's no way this is going back in, but I managed. Hertogenwald, that's the last one. Started Belgic and Belgic. Record's done, I'm done. Small little update. Thank you very much, and I'll see you after the holidays. Peace.